I'm going to show you guys how to schedule playoff games. So we're going to go ahead and log into the league as commissioner. Once logged into the league, you're going to go up to the commissioner tab, and then you're going to select manage league. Under manage league, you're going to see the schedule options on the right or left hand side. You got season, regular season, weekly, and playoffs. First, we're going to go ahead and click on season. Then here, we're going to make sure our playoff length is correct that we want it to be. So we got the regular season weeks 1 through 13, and then playoffs 3 weeks after. So we got playoffs weeks 14, 15, and 16. If you want to adjust this, just click the drop down menu, and you can choose how many weeks you want the playoffs to be. We're going to go ahead and keep it on 3 weeks. Go ahead and save that. Then we're going to go down here and select on playoffs. So under playoffs, there's 3 different options. We got automatically seed playoff bracket, manually seed playoff bracket, and commissioner schedules playoffs. So we're going to go ahead and turn on automatically seed playoff bracket. What this is going to do is the computer will automatically generate a playoff bracket for you. We're going to go ahead and once you fill out this criteria, it's going to generate that bracket based on what you fill out. We're going to go ahead and give division winners qualify. We're going to have 4 wildcard teams. Wildcard teams are going to qualify based on win-loss standings. Bracket seeding is going to be qualified based on win-loss standings. We're going to reseed the bracket after each round. And then we're also going to have a consolation bracket, as the teams that did not make the playoffs, they can get their own matchups and have a little bracket themselves. So we're going to go ahead and save these options. And then the computer will generate a playoff bracket for us. So we can view that bracket by going to League Home. And then you'll see the playoff bracket here. We got the 6 teams that made the playoffs, and then the 4 teams that did not make the playoffs, and the consolation bracket. So that is how, if you do automatically seed a playoff bracket, that is what it will create once you fill out this criteria. So I'm going to show you how to do manually seed playoff bracket. So we're going to go ahead and turn that on. And then there's 2 different options, up to 4 teams and up to 8 teams. So if you want like 6 teams in a playoff bracket, you're going to do 8 teams 3 weeks. You can go ahead and reseed the bracket after each round. We're going to have that on yes. And then we're going to go ahead and fill out the bracket. So you can just fill this out based on how your standings finish, or if you just want to manually seed the teams in different seeds. So we got the first seed as the 49ers. They're matched up with a bye. Bills have a bye also. Chiefs versus Ravens, and Eagles versus Packers. So if you want teams to have a bye, just have them scheduled versus a bye, and then they'll get a bye in the playoffs. We're going to go ahead and save that. We're going to go to League Home. And then you'll see the playoff bracket that you manually seeded, with 49ers, Bills having byes. And then we got the Eagles-Packers matchup, Ravens-Chiefs matchup. If you want to adjust any of those seedings, just go back to playoffs, and then you can just switch around the teams with the seeding, and then it will adjust the playoff bracket. So the last option is commissioner schedules playoffs. This is probably the most popular option. So if we go ahead and turn that on, you'll see no other boxes appear underneath it because you're going to schedule a playoff game somewhere else. So go ahead and click on save. After you click on save, you're going to adjust the playoff schedule under weekly. So you want to make sure you're under weekly. Under weekly, we're going to go to playoff week 1. So this will be all the playoff week 1 games. If you want to go to the week 13, you select this at the top and it'll take you to week 13. If you want to advance a week in the playoffs, you're going to go to playoff week 2 and you can advance a week. So under playoff week 1, this is how we're going to schedule the games. So our first matchup, we're going to have the 49ers versus the Bills, and then the Chiefs versus Eagles. So we got those 4 teams playing each other. If you want a team to have a bye, you can just advance them to playoff week 2 and insert them there, or you can wait until the matchups are over and then insert them. And then you can also give it a game name if you want. So we're going to go ahead and give this playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and click on save. It's going to go ahead and save the matchup. We're going to go to scoreboard. We're going to change this back to playoff week 1. And then you will see the 2 matchups that you just created. We got the 49ers versus Bills and Chiefs versus Eagles. So that is how you schedule playoff games. And then after the first week's over, we're going to go back to weekly. After the first week is over, you're just going to take the winner from each of these matchups. You're going to go to playoff week 2, and then you're just going to insert them here. And then you can add the teams that were on a bye from the first week into the section, and then you'll be good to go for the playoffs. If you have any questions about how to schedule playoff games, give us a call at 636-447-1170 or shoot us an email at support@rtsports.com.